Three
Yeah,
times.
3 times.
Apparently, he did it 4 times.
4 times.
Now, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's just nasty, baby. But something that I don't know if it's the devil's advocate in me that's kind of like, I don't know, bugging me. But here, some lady got offended, and she even took pictures, and that's how they, called Phoenix PD. They got a hold of the authorities and they arrested the guy when they landed. But what I'm saying is, okay, if you're offended by that type of shit, wouldn't like the first time he did it been enough to like, hey, I'm signaling the air stewardess and letting her know that, hey, there's some wacky shit going on over here. This motherfucker's rubbing one off, I
Don't be
mean, I'm not,
whacking off in my tool shed.
okay. But what I'm saying is, okay, this person not only watched it once, watched it twice, watched it 3 times, 4 times, and apparently even took pictures in order to, you know,
Uh,
get him in trouble. And because at the end of the article, it says the guy thought that she was, he was being kinky and thought she was getting off on that.
I
So do you think she played along kind of to get this motherfucker in trouble?
don't know.
I mean,
Because,
could
I mean,
she
okay, one
could she
time,
be a
one time,
fucking a perverted little? I'm just saying, you.
one time you can say, okay, maybe she thought she saw it, but maybe she didn't. Like maybe she was like, no, no, there's no way this dude pulled this whip this thing out and just started playing with it right here on an airplane. Maybe I'm just seeing things wrong. Maybe it was like his finger or his thumb or you know. Uh, but then when he does it again and you see it again, at that point in time, wouldn't I would have to say, wouldn't you just like stand up and say something? I mean, I would have.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Especially, come on, hey, I don't want to see nobody's junk. I'm like, hey,
Right.
I would have been offended by that. Oh
Put that
shit.
thing away, God damn it.
Yeah, you know what, motherfucker? If you're that desperate, go join the Mile High Club solo. Go in the bathroom and get the
Right.
get the solo membership. Of the Mile High Club. Just go in there. What the fuck? But no, seriously. I mean, so see, these are my thoughts. I'm thinking, okay, lady, you're not that innocent. Come on, you watched the motherfucker do it 4 times. I don't know.
And here's the other thing. They don't really say in the article. Did he just pull it out 4 times? Did he like actually go all the way through with it 4 different times?
Let's see the
Because if
article.
so,
Did
that's
they?
pretty impressive.
Unless they, geez, I should have like snapped screenshots of the article the first time I read it, because I'm pretty sure that he came to completion 4 times.
Dude,
The first time I read it, so that's why I was like, oh, this is some nasty shit. But wait a minute, why weren't you fucking offended the first time?
right. I mean,
I would
yeah,
have I
it's
would have been like,
nasty,
oh
but
hell no, fuck that, And I'm like, I want to switch seats with someone. I don't want to be in this fucking.
dude, I'll play devil's advocate on this one, dude. That's impressive because that's not that long of a flight, and to be able to go to completion 4 separate times, especially performing in front of people, like no stage
Well,
fright,
okay,
that's kind of impressive.
okay, here, playing devil's advocate. Yes, okay, I see what you mean. That kind of pressure, that puts on a
Right.
person to perform. Yeah, okay, well, okay, so now I want him to go to jail because I hate the motherfucker.
Right. Fuck you and your super stamina. What the fuck?
Exactly. What the fuck? Yeah, you're.
But you're a super cock. Go away. We don't want you in our
Fucking
neighborhood no
making
more.
everybody else look bad. You stupid. No. Anyway, that's
Dude, the
just
time is spoken. You're banned from the island. You've been
holy,
voted off.
holy shit. So I mean, see, okay, that's one of the things that has happened. Now, shit. I mean, so be careful when you're traveling out there. Be careful who you're sitting next to, and
Right. You never know.
and
You could be sitting next to somebody's wide open tallywhacker.
yeah, I know. And like I said, and if you're there enjoying it, don't be a snitch. What the fuck? Fuck. I don't know. Join together. Open OnlyFans accounts. Do a collabo. I don't know.
Right, right,
Make
right. Take offer to do video for them. I mean,
profit from it. Anyway, no. I don't know where the fuck this is gonna end up. I guess this happened what, April 2nd? And
yeah, it was pretty recent. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to go to jail and probably
and more than likely will end up in that list. You know,
yeah, he'll probably end up on the list.
of
But
the yep.
I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. My question. Okay, so here we go. Is she violating filming him? Like, is there some law that she broke by filming his junk without his consent?
See, that's what I'm saying. If she would have like gone up the first time and be like, "I'm offended," blah blah blah, but she was there to witness it 4 times and then able to take snap pictures or whatever the fuck, you know. So that yeah. What about does she fall under some kind of, I don't know? You're enabling this guy. You should have like immediately,
Right.
hey. But now you're there.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're not saying it's her fault. We're just saying,
But sometimes
if
you become
if
an
you find yourself in that situation, you need to say something because you can become an enabler and not even want to be.
yeah. Oh,
Huh.
and well, I'm just saying, hey, it's a crazy world out there. So you travel up,
Yeah,
yeah.
believe me, I know. We I had something kind of crazy happen to me. Well, kind of right in front of me.
Ooh,
Uh,
do tell.
we I ended up getting invited to go to an Orlando Magic basketball game.
Okay, you're not a
Uh,
sports guy, so that's okay. That's cool.
I'm not, but it was widely known that I don't know what's going on. Basketball is about as foreign to me as Sweden is. Like I know bits and pieces, but that's about it. I know they're bouncing this bouncy ball and trying to put it into the net. That's about the breadth of my knowledge. I know there's some 3-pointers and I know there's some 2-pointers and fouls, but I don't know anything to the point
It's
where
a bunch of
I
dudes
was
playing with balls. It's all you know.
right. I even was looked at really funny when I asked. I said, so if they get a foul, do does the ball have to get moved back like a couple of yards for each foul? Thinking like that's kind of how it is in football, right?
What is that? You just brought me back to Run DMC song. You be illin', you know. It's like
Right.
you finally wake up. Doc's gone down through what he said, round his back through the hoop, and you scream touchdown.
Right.
Can't remember the
Like,
lyrics to that, but
I mean, much props to my cousin. He said, "Listen, even though you don't know, it's going to be a fun time."
and was it?
Okay, so we get there, and I'm expecting normal kind of seats.
All
We
right,
end up getting fourth row from courtside,
sweet.
like literally the fourth row up from the court. We were in spectacular seats, right?
Yeah, that's sweet, man. Wow.
And so as we're sitting there, when you go down the stairs, there's I want to call them ushers that kind of check your tickets to make sure, and then leads you to the correct row and your correct seats.
Right.
I believe they're called ushers, maybe,
I know
but
that. I know that's what we call them in church when I used to go to church. But
yeah,
I,
we'll call them ushers.
for now, yeah.
Anyways, so we're all sitting. There's like 4 or 5 of us. We're sitting there, watching the game. And people come in and they try to sit in row number one. The usher comes up, checks their ticket. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. People pay a lot of money for these seats. Would you please go to your assigned seat? Hey, no problem. Thought I'd give it a try. All right, go. You got me.
All right.
No harm, no foul.
All right.
Well, a gentleman walks up, sits in row one with his, I want to say child. I don't know if it's a son or a grandson, some relative.
Mm-hmm.
Usher walks up. Hey, can I see your tickets? Guy immediately starts screaming at the usher, screaming at him,
Hmm.
right? Screaming at him. You motherfucker! Who the fuck are you to check my tickets? Blah blah blah. Then starts pulling up his Instagram account. Do you know who this is, bitch? This is this famous person. I know them. They're gonna get you fired. Blah blah blah. Guy's
Ooh.
like, hey, I'm just trying to do my job. Finally,
Mm.
he convinces the guy to move to the seat. All right. His seat is in row 3. His seat is literally in front of me.
Okay.
All right. So now this guy's still talking shit, but now I can hear everything very clearly. All right.
Yeah.
He's causing a whole huge scene, causing all kinds of problems. The usher calls security. Hey, I need this guy bounced out. He's causing problems, and we're all like, yeah, get this motherfucker out, and uh, the kid's crying. He's like, Papa, Papa, not again. Don't do this again. Right?
Oh, repeat offender.
Right, right. So anyway, security says, no, we can't do anything. We're not going to kick him out. You just have to handle this by yourself. Just ignore him.
Okay.
All right. So this usher starts to walk by us or by the row this gentleman is in. And he was like, that's right. Get the fuck out of here, you. And he says, because if you don't, I'm going to have you fired. And the kid's like, well, I don't really care about this job anyways. And the guy then says, yeah, well, most of you N-words don't care about working either, do you?
No.
Kid says, fuck it, I didn't need this job anyways. Jumps right over in front of us and cracks this guy right in the mouth.
Holy shit. Front row seats.
Oh, right in front of me. like
You know, I was.
you always say, do you does this stuff just fall into you? Do you attract this kind of thing?
Yeah, I usually say this thing just seems to navigate in your direction all the time. So, fuck.
Bro,
And
he comes in.
the funny thing is that right before you said that, I was thinking, I would have gone Will Smith on that motherfucker.
Right.
And apparently he
And,
did. Beyond
dude,
that.
no, beyond that, dude, closed fist, he cracked this guy. Pow!
Holy
Right?
fuck.
So, anyways, all of a sudden in my brain, I'm thinking of the only logical thing here. I'm pulling my phone out and filming it. World Star Hip Hop, baby, right?
Holy shit. Did you?
I started filming it. Now, of course, I didn't know he was going to hit the guy, so I didn't get that part on video. But I did get the insinuating fight after that.
Holy shit.
So,
Is that.
after this guy had finally, they ended up arresting the usher, put him in handcuffs, took him away. The gentleman that started all of this, right?
Yeah.
They ended up giving him courtside seats. First row, courtside, right there, literally right there. Every one of the Orlando Magic or that I could see came up and gave him autograph stuff. They gave him all kinds of free stuff.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
So they rewarded his fucked up behavior.
Right, right. So then some director of something or another came and talked to us and got our phone number. And then he was like, I really wish we could have gotten some of this on video. And I went, huh, imagine that.
Mm.
I said, check this out.
So what you
So
do?
I had like 5 minutes of video. He was like, hey, can you send that to me? And so, yeah, I was like, yeah. Yeah, and so when the kid's getting arrested, guys right there on the floor filming the whole thing, laughing. He was doing like an Instagram live or something like that when
Yeah.
that was going on.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was my crazy basketball
So,
experience.
did you give up the rights to the video, or is that something that we could post on the website?
I don't know what do you mean give up rights. I sent a copy to him. I didn't sign anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, all right. That's something that we could post on the Cursory Overload website, you know? Holy
That
fuck.
was dude, that was nuts. Nuts.
Holy fuck. That is awesome. I mean, it's fucked up for that kid. Lost his job because some stupid, I don't know, overprivileged son of a bitch.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Dude, that guy was and if you look in the video you can see the guy filming him when he's getting arrested and shit. I felt bad for the kid. I really did. Because
I
he
wonder.
tried to do the job. He tried to
I
go
wonder
to security and have this
if your
guy
video.
bounce.
I wonder if your video could eventually overturn something on that kid.
Well, the only problem is I didn't get any video of the guy talking all this shit. Like once the punch
Oh
was thrown,
shit!
that's when I grabbed my phone because listen,
Fuck.
I just thought it was a couple of guys, going at it. What do I care,